How about this, you guys? Hey, welcome. Sirena here. What's freaking crack-a-lackin'? I just saw the number 11. Which reminds me of Stranger Things. I just binge watched on Wednesday, season 5. I was getting, so right now I'm playing with the Shine Your Light. I don't know. Hold on. The Work Your Light deck. I'm at my jammies still. So what? And it's 9:39. My name is Sirena and welcome. I'm glad you're here. Because what was coming through as I was playing with these cards, these 3 came out. This is the Work Your Light by whoever it is. I don't know. They look like this on the other side. All right, and then these 3 came out. 125, so 12/5, so December. Okay, well, what they call December 5th could be important. 12/5. Or that could be February 5th. And then they showed me this one on the bottom. So you came here. You were a soul. I'm getting like an ancient, I heard deity. So whatever that means. You know, you're part of something huge. Starseed. You're part of something huge. And you came here. Basically, you were always going to get through everything that you were put through. You were always going to get through everything that you were put through for the divine plan I'm getting. So you were always going to make it, baby. There was never any doubt. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Maybe you don't. Maybe this breaking, this crumbling, this tower, maybe this breaking down of the human, the breaking down of your mind, the breaking down of everything was to crack you open, to expose the light and the soul that you are. I just got chills all over. Trust the path. There's still time to change the road you're on. I hope so. So do some of you feel like you may be a robot? Like a Westworld thing? Or like your consciousness was put into, I'm hearing a sentient being. That's weird. But anyway, I'm getting that could be a whole nother message for somebody that comes across this. And the simple fact I said sentient being went, pew, shifted something in you. I don't know who you are. I mean, I probably could, but I don't want to. That just takes too much time and energy, and I don't want to know. I need to know what I need to know. They'll let me know. But you were always going to get through it. You feel like you're a fucking robot? Like your consciousness was stuck in something? You don't break. You don't look like what you've been through. When I said you don't break, it was 4/16, and that's Mike's birthday. Mike is no longer with us, but he's with us. Straight on through to the other side. Straight on through to the other side, yeah. I know it's break on through, but Don't Dim to Fit In came out again. So you feel like, oh yeah, I have free will, but oh no, I really don't, because, you know, I've been directed and guided to go through some fuckery that should have killed or broke most people. But it made you better. You're an anomaly. You're the anomaly in the matrix. What does that say? Yes, because your guidance is divinely guided. You are the Akashic Records. I just got chills from my neck down. Chills. Look at these fucking things. And you got Sisterhood of the Rose. I mean, you know. Beat me up, Scotty. This place sucks. I got a little Scotty over there in him's bed. Him's is a kitty. It's 9:44. Let the initiation begin. Something is occurring. This fell out again. What does it say? Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. You're the student and the teacher. You're God's teacher. You're God's student. You're I'm getting chills again all over. You're so fucking divine. I know in human you have done things that are not divine. It's like everything they teach you. Sinner, you're a sinner. And yet you were chosen by God to come here and do this. What a fucking trip, yo. Yeah, you're unbound. You're unleashed. Soon you're gonna go your own way. The right moment, the right time, getting that whole fucking locking in thing as above, so below. When the great alignment happens along with the great gathering. So they're showing me something I had written in one of my books, baby, in one of my books. There's a lesson in it. We speak things future tense. It could be immediate. It could be actually a couple years. 1 to 3, I just heard. Depending on depending on when it's supposed to unfold. Oh yeah, thank you for the Council of Light. When I was talking about Akashic Records and stuff, it's like you are the Akashic Records. It's like you're one of the council, like you go in the halls of a mentee, like the Council of 12 or something like that. Like I'm oh man, 822 was on there, but I was being shown like Enoch, when Enoch was taken up, but on a soul level, maybe when you're in your sleep or there's your soul, it goes up, it goes before this council. And 8:44, and they're very pleased. Because being in a human, God, it's like I'm getting like you came to experience all the things it is to be human. All the experiences, in a sense. The whole spectrum. From one side to the other, the opposite of everything, right? Love, hate, you know. I heard bigotry, which is interesting. So my actual ethnicity, is that what it's called? Or race or whatever, is Eurasian, actually. I'm not even supposed to be putting white down. I'm actually a Eurasian. Eurasian? My Asian? But like your soul is I just heard like no other. You know, that could just be me. there could only be so many of us with this specific, you know, I mean, I'm getting there's ranks. They're showing me like ranks again. You know, you have the ranks of angels, right? The archangels, guardian angels, seraphim, you know what I mean? All these different ranks, these different beings, these different whatever. But where did they all come from? Did God, we call God the source, the woman, the Sophia, chills. When I said the woman, I got chills. Hey, you know, they always speak in terms of gender, right? So we're thinking the Antichrist is going to be some man, and Jesus is going to come back as a man. Jesus said he left his soul here, the Holy Spirit. And as I was saying that, I saw 11:11 when I looked up, and this is what came out. Jesus said, and I leave with you, right? I came back to show you that I'm here. I've never left, and I'll never leave. Did Jesus come back? Oh, God, I'm getting chills. Back into another human, and you're expecting a man-child? They've already done the man-child. It could very well be a woman. Say what? Remember, the human's just a vessel that houses the most important part. Because the human comes from the earth and will go back to it. It's meant to degrade. It's not meant to be around forever. But the soul is forever. And we're getting lost in that. It's hard to imagine and believe. You could do anything. Because you're part of that divine spark. You just lost it somewhere. Of being human. You forgot who you were because you're too busy experiencing and living human. But the time has come. See, where'd that come from? Out of the blue. Little boy blue, he needed the money. Oh. You guys remember Andrew Dice Clay? Hickory dickory. I'm not even going to do it. Dog. This chick was the clock struck. Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay. He was a thing back in the day. He needed the money. Oh, since the fam bam knows, I'm going to be a grandma again. My other son, him and his wife, his new wifey, my daughter-in-law, are prego. Gonna have another baby. I love that. But it really makes me sad. Only because what's coming. And I would hate to have a small child have to live through that. But they're being born for a reason. We got to get these kids to replenish the earth. They need to grow up, and we need to carry on the family tradition of Jesus. We need to teach them that. All of us as a collective. It takes a village. We are the village to raise these children and raise ourselves. Because to leave a legacy, you want to leave a legacy of money? That's all going away. The penny's gone. They're going to digital currency. Come on now. What legacy do you want to leave? A legacy of love, truth, healing, peace. Like the Native Americans do. I don't even like to call them that. Whatever they are. We'll just call them by whatever the tribes are, right? The work that they do. The passing on the traditions and loving Gaia and respecting the earth and everything in it, nature. That's the legacy you should be thinking about, not, I gotta make a bunch of fucking money. I spent 15 all my time working. One thing I missed out on was my fucking children growing up. People, come on now. All these women, I get it because they're living in it, but these women want, their men, they think they should be cooking and cleaning even though they have jobs. Cooking and cleaning and bathing the children and totally taking care of the children. Bitch, what are you doing? I know I come from a different age, but I don't know. I can only go by what I did, and I worked and took care of the kids because what do you think a mother is? I don't know. Anyway, they're just looking at everything that this person isn't doing, not even realizing that, first of all, they're working. Some work 40, 60 plus hours a week, some of these men. They've got to be fucking tired. And these women are like, you're a piece of shit. I don't want to be with you because you don't do anything. Motherfucker, at least that fucker's working and he's there. Hindsight's 20/20. Don't know what you got till it's gone. There's so many women that would love to have a man that would just go out and work so the women, don't have to work as much maybe or do everything by themselves. And some women do everything by themselves with a man at home that doesn't fucking work or do shit. Or take care of the kids. I mean, come on. But when you're in it, you don't see that. Be thankful motherfuckers there and even be nice to your bitch ass. Because you're a fucking bitch. Some of you motherfuckers are bitches. And you have good men. Because reach back and slap a fucking hoe. Reach back and slap a hoe, bitch, and get to pounding sand because you're nothing. You'd think I was a man. I know. But I was in my past life. Roger James Callahan. Can you find him somewhere? I wonder. So I died in the 1800s at 56. I'm 56 now. Oh, I have surpassed. That's why I thought I wasn't going to live. I was going to be gone by now because it wasn't my past life. We're so close and intertwined. But I was a dude. And now I'm a woman, so they say. But am I? I don't even have a chick kind of fit, you know what I mean? It's the Neanderthal. So I got that fucking forehead. Oh, and really, the structure of a man. I would have been a very petite man because I'm a very petite woman. That's funny. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Share your voice, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. Have you guys noticed all the redheads being born? So, this other girl that I know, she, well, I hadn't seen her in years and years and years, but I knew her back when I was married to my second husband. She was a friend of the oldest daughter, and she has a baby. That baby has red hair. My daughter, friend of the family, my oldest son's girlfriend. I mean, she's just part of the family now. She's married now, and she has a child. And that baby has red hair. My grandbaby has red hair. So I'm just, there's something about, I'm hearing murder by numbers. There's something about redheads. The giant race. Oh, God, I just got chills. Ooh, I just got chills. Ooh, I'm getting chills so bad. Take a break, bitch, and let's do the great gathering. But hey, you were always going to get through it. You always were. There was never no doubt. Remember, it's just the human. You're only here for a short time, and then you go back to where you came from. You go back to its energy. But I don't know that you'll go back to the whole yet. Maybe that's what this whole end of an era, end of an age, this Kali Yuga, this great reset, the earth has to be replenished. The earth is vibrating higher. She's moving. I mean, you notice how animals are more like people. I mean, you can understand them. You were always going to get through it. You were always going to get through it. So you got breaking the chain, that, and then you got yes. Boundaries. Break the chain. Yes. And then we have this sticking up. No. Yes, no. What the fuck? Wait, postpone, pause, say no. What is that no thing? I gotta know. I gotta know what this no thing is. No to what? Can we clarify? Damn it, we're at 20 minutes. Here we got 3 pentacles. You are the key. I heard you hold the key. You were always going to get through it. You're beginning to see the pattern. You're beginning to see the pattern. Oh, shit. No. All right. I forgot. Let's clarify no, please. We have a yes and a no. Magician. Wheel of Fortune. High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. Blocked. So, no, the magic ain't working. And you already know that because magic doesn't work on it, honey. Everything comes from the divine, so it doesn't matter. Everybody thinks. Stupid shit. I'm going to take this as my fucking sign and say, you know what's coming in fast? Justice for this hermit bitch right here. I don't need you. And I just got a notification and it said Gemini. I don't need. I've gotten to the place. I love who I am. Yeah. And I stand alone today. Don't ask me why I feel. I just know I feel this way. But I'm not alone. Do you know how many fucking people in spirit I have with me? It's insane. Of course, some of you do know because you try to fuck around and find out. How's that working out for you? It's all part of the game. But see, even if you knew the extent of like who you are, like say you were Jesus or Enoch or any of these people or the Anunnaki or even beings you haven't even heard of yet incarnate. So great power, itty bitty living space. If this is true, and if you're one of those, you wouldn't be flaunting it, would you? Whoa. I had 3 cards over here. Huh. You wouldn't be out flaunting that shit. You'd be humble and kind. Because there's power in the pause. Because when you are that you are, it's like the badass fucking, registered hands and feet. It's a deadly weapon. You know what I mean? The badasses. Do you guys remember something Jack? There was like a lot of motorcycles and oh God, what was that show? Anyway, or David Carradine, when he was. Anyway, the most badass people, they're very quiet. They don't go out around announcing it to everybody. I'm this and I'm that. I'm this and I'm that. They don't have anything to prove because they know who they are. It's the ones that are so insecure and have something to prove that have to be loud and boisterous about, you know what I am? I'm a fucking healer, bitch. I'm psychic. I'm a mystic. You should come to me. I'm the one. I'm a priestess. I'm a this. I'm a that. Oh, believe me, I've done it too. Somebody's like, no, answer the call. No, just answer the call, motherfucker. Just answer the call. So it's not going to look like that. You're going to look like you're probably somebody that you may be living in the streets. You may be just living in your car or living somewhere just very with humility, very humbly. The one everyone looks over. Because you see the God and the love and you just, But see, it's the meek. It's the ones overlooked. Notification. Bitches. All right, we're out of here. I don't know, dude. I just wanted to say a little something, I guess. Spread sunshine. Ooh. All right, let's get a couple of these. Ooh. You broke free. Now it's time to move forward. We're stopping on that. I'm not even going to fuck with it. There we go again. Namaste, motherfuckers, on this path, right? Namaste, my jammies all day, maybe. I love you. I love you. And look at everything you've gone through already, but you were going to get through it anyway. You're God's secret weapon. You're not one of these human souls, I'll call it. You're like an angel in disguise. I was just getting as far as Anunnaki goes, as far as these other races or beings they call aliens. We're all aliens. The battle playing out in human. I don't know. Are we going to get drop-ins, walk-ins, they call them? Man, if they can make Westworld type shit, if they can make clones, and then if they can transfer consciousness, or do they make these clones to allow another soul to come in, or do people willingly or unwillingly open themselves up to have a different thing take over? Now we're getting somewhere. We better love you show. Peace. Namaste.